After few days, Oikawa and Kenma were out for groceries for the month, but Iwaizumi feels something off today, so he approached Kuru to ask if Kuru feel the same way as he did. Kuru nodded to confirm, and Iwaizumi suggested to find Oikawa and Kenma to make sure that they're safe while they're out shopping in the supermarket, plus they're making sure that no one will hitting or moving on Oikawa and Kenma at the supermarket. Iwaizumi and Kuru were secretly following Oikawa and Kenma on the way to the supermarket. Kuru and Iwaizumi feel possessive and jealousy for that thought. They hate that some guys are hitting on their Omega in the front of them, and that made their blood boiled. Meanwhile, Oikawa and Kenma are obliviously walking around the supermarket to get the supplies for the month. Kuru and Iwaizumi are still following Oikawa and Kenma until Kenma saw Kuru on the mirror when he walked past a mirror. He secretly nudged Oikawa, and Oikawa saw Kuru and Iwaizumi are secretly lurking and following them behind. Oikawa smirk and instruct Kenma to continue walking and get the supplies. Meanwhile, Iwaizumi grip on the shelf got tightened until his knuckle turned white because he's fighting the urge to go to Oikawa and guard him around so that no one will hit on Oikawa. Kuru saw that and he immediately stopped Iwaizumi from getting closer to Oikawa because he know that Iwaizumi is very aggressive and violent werewolf. And he know that he's the same as Iwaizumi right now, but he's more patient than Iwaizumi really now. Little did they know, there's some vampires in the supermarket, looking for a perfect little victims. The vampires saw Oikawa and Kenma walking towards their direction. They smirked because they thought that they have breakfast meal. They were about to approach Oikawa and Kenma but got blocked by Iwaizumi and Kuru, who were aggressive and agitated. Iwaizumi growled at the hungry vampires who were about to attack Oikawa and Kenma. Kuru hurried pull Oikawa and Kenma away from the hungry vampires. Iwaizumi watched Kuru pull the two Omegas away. He growled loudly. He asked the vampires with the dominant and authoritative voice.
How dare you going to lay on our Omegas? They're ours and we don't share what's ours. We don't let you bats to bite them. What are you trying to do with them? Iwaizumi is angry. Yeah. Kenma isn't food for you to bite. Leave now or we will make you. Iwaizumi warned the hungry vampires. We won't leave until we get blood. Yeah, we've been 30 since last week, so we won't leave now. Give those humans to us now. We're so 30. I said we won't let you touch our Omegas, even a single strand of their hair. Iwaizumi is very mad. We dare you to do it, jerks.
Iwaizumi and Kuru step forward to protect their Omegas at all costs. Iwaizumi turned to Oikawa very seriously and smiled gently.
Run as fast as you can, we'll hold them off. But what about you guys? We'll be fine, so run and don't look back, okay?
Oikawa and Kenma were about to run and look at the werewolves, but they're reluctantly running away from the supermarket and leave the werewolves alone with the hungry vampires. They're worried about the werewolves, but they have to run and never look back. They run as fast as they can towards their apartment and ask for help from the other werewolves. Their feet are tired, but they have to continue running towards their apartment. Luckily, Daichi, Ushijima and Aaron were outside of the apartment, chatting. Daichi is the first one noticed Oikawa and Kenma running towards the apartment. Daichi hurried run to Oikawa and Kenma to carry them back to the apartment and put them on the sofa to make them rest and safe. Shuga, Atsumu and other Omegas run towards Oikawa and Kenma. Atsumu looked worried about his friends and confused why are Oikawa and Kenma running back and looked all scared.
What happened? Why are you two running and all scared? We thought you're going to the supermarket to get the supplies for the month. Atsumu is confused. We were. But then there's a vampires in the supermarket. They were about to attack us. Kenma is traumatized. Luckily Tetsuro and Hajime are there to save us from those vampires. Wait, what? Hajime and Tetsuro. What are they doing there at the supermarket? I don't know, but we're grateful. If they weren't there at the moment, Kenma and I will be food for those vampires. Yeah. I'm so scared and so traumatized to what happened. But please, Hajime and Tetsuro need your help.
The other werewolves look at each other and nod in silent agreement. But they were about to leave when they heard a voice coming.
No need.
They whipped their heads towards the door and there he was. Iwaizumi walking in the apartment. Limping, so is Kuru. Kuru hold his upper arm while walking in the apartment. The other werewolves hurried walk up to Iwaizumi and Kuru to help them walk.